Muy buena gente, bienvenidos de vuelta al canal, bienvenidos a un episodio más del Let's Play de The Witcher 3 GOTY Edition. Le estamos ya dando caña a la expansión Blood and Wine, la última, y vamos a continuar con la historia principal. Ya sabéis, estamos jugando en la dificultad más alta, sin interfaz y con todo el rollo ese, y sin armadura y sin talento. Tenemos que hablar con Palmerin, que está aquí, que normalmente aquí cuando vienes... tengo que venir a lo del Coliseo para lo del Saelmar y verme con Ana Henrietta. El pavo este está hablando con unos niños, pero si vienes al de noche, te lo encuentras durmiendo y pasa esto.
It's late, I know. Sorry to bother you, but I need to talk to the Duchess.
It's no trouble. I had not yet laid my head to rest. As to her illustrious highness, I fear you will have to wait until the sun has risen again. Make yourself at home. Milton mentioned you'd been to Corvo Bianco to see the beast's victim. Learn anything new from the GOTY?
Well, since we have to wait anyway, steel yourself for a long story.
And how is it we passed from your account of the investigation to reminiscing about the succubus?
'Cause those were good times. And we were younger. Always nice to talk about that. Look, sun's up.
Then let's tarry no more. Her enlightened highness is sure to have arrived at the Tony grounds by now. Let us go.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Ay, el Saelmar me va a reventar también.
A Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Let's go.
Una buena referencia al toreo. Ay, qué paliza me van a dar. El Saelmar se quema, pero tiene un ataque rodante hacia adelante que te quita el cuen y sigue rodando y te pega. Y tienes que apartarte para que choque contra la pared. O se maree, me parece que hay un punto también que se marea.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it. We have to help him.
Toma por culo.
Gotta keep it down.
Mierda, me ha visto. Boom. ver si se carga el palmerín, tío. Porque cada vez que lo quemo, viene el palmerín de los cojones y le quita el fuego, tío. No le quito, es que no le quito nada. No sé ni por qué le estoy pegando con la espada. No le quito nada con el arma. A ver si se lo carga con eso, con el área. Nada, tío, otra vez. Me cago en la hostia. Su muela me cago, tío. Nada, lo quemo, tío. Le da un golpe, le quita el fuego. Otra vez. Llega, le da un golpe y le hubiera quitado el fuego. Me cago en la hostia, tío. ¿Ya? No lo puedo creer. Toma por culo, tronco, madre mía. Qué coñazo de enemigo, por Dios. Joder. Flipante, macho. Qué puto asco, por Dios. No le quito nada porque voy sin talento. No tengo una arma que cause tampoco gran daño. Está en marcha la muerte. Los enemigos tienen mucha vida.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Y encima de todo lleva un NPC que te da el coñazo. La única manera de matarlo, estando así, es quemándolo. Lo quemas y al quemarlo pues le quita un porcentaje de vida y le baja la vida que da gusto. Pero claro, hay que quemarlo. Y menudo coñazo has dado. Con el NPC, pues claro, lo quemas, llega, le da un golpe y le quita la quemadura. Toma por culo. Dios, qué asco, tío.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all.
Y ahora vamos, ahora que toca. Bueno, ahora toca una tontería, pero el siguiente combate es Deadlift. Es Deadlift, que es similar a la primera fase que tiene al final.
Geralt.
Y vamos a ver. Quiero ver si Deadlift tiene lo del bug de elevar el nivel de los enemigos. Creo que no, pero joder, quiero ver.
Magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
O sea, el mar de mierda.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home,
No, a la
yet
casa.
should not expect?
No siempre.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours
Son
only once
5.000,
you have
creo,
slain
corona,
the
lo que
beast.
te da al final, ¿no?
Lovely, generous gesture, Your
O
Grace.
10.000. Pero son 5.000.
Corvo Bianco.
10.000 parece mucho.
Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, the first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Allí vamos.
Come on, Roach.
It's home! Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! Is this part of the game?
Banquets and wine.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must
Corre,
go
por
to where the
favor.
veil is being held. The
Venga, que la
participants
tengo que
must find
seguir.
a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have it. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg.
Se nos speedrun luego esto súper rápido.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
A ver si me acuerdo cuál era el bueno.
The unicorn.
Lo puedes coger a la primera si no te lo
It's
quitan.
Scottish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs round over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Nada, la mierda. Vamos.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Que no se lo tira directamente el Axia, no lo entiendo. Aquí Geralt hace uff, el Axia, toma por culo.
Come on, stay calm.
Ya está.
Calm down. Easy now.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
La experiencia me viene bien, pero nunca sé lo que pasa si le doy a la segunda. Creo que se meten conmigo también, pero bueno, prefiero la experiencia.
Listen, we didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
¡Fuera! Pido siempre Axia por la experiencia. Espera.
From horseback.
Que lo puedo usar para bajar al río.
Complete collapse.
Eso, aquí saltaba y estaba por allí.
What the blazes? Did someone just dive in the water?
A ver.
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
¿Es aquel puede ser? ¿Es este o aquel? ¿Es este? Bien, sí. Siempre el mismo.
Bad form, sir.
Do something.
Do what exactly? Am I to jump in the water? Lodge an official protest.
Y ahora tengo que ir donde están Henrietta. Estas son las cosas que digo yo que muchas veces se pueden cambiar de una partida a otra. Poner otro pez, por ejemplo, que parece una gilipollez. Pero poner otro pez en otro sitio. Ahí hay un montón de peces, pero son peces de caramelo. Joder, pues pon otro pez en el pez dorado en cada partida lo pones en un sitio distinto. Y molaría bastante.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Esa frase mola.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with a head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one where looks.
Dios, cómo me salta la experiencia ahí.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Madre mía, Deadlaf, qué paliza te voy a pegar. Salvo que estés bugueado, entonces va a ser la releche.
Wait here.
800, ¿sabes? Que te dan un puñado para que dices, por si no has subido de nivel, aquí lo vas a subir. Ay, mi madre. Eso que hay en el suelo tirado, que luego te cuesta un montón volver a encontrar la caseta esa, es la mascarilla esta de conejo.
What was that?
Bueno, la historia de Blood and Wine como mucho más cinemática, si os dais cuenta. En cambio el resto se siente más normalita. Bueno, ¿qué decís? ¿Paliza? ¿Bugueado? ¿O me lo cargo fácil? No tengo todavía las espadas de grifo. O sea, las espadas de Gran Maestro no las tengo. Son de nivel 40, me parece.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
No he visto nunca esa frase, le he dado por verla.
You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Venga. A ver. ¿Estará bugueado? Vamos a ver, lo vamos a averiguar ahora mismo. Sí. Vale, no, este no está bugueado, ¿ves? 3 o 4. A ver. 4. Vale, sí.
You want to stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Vaya.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible?
Animación de abrazo.
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would...
Regis es de los... Claro, muchos llegaron aquí y no sabían quién era Regis, yo tampoco, pero es de los libros. De hecho, en los libros lo matan muy muerto. Pero bueno, todos se piensan que está muerto. Lo mata un mago o algo así, ¿no? Bueno, lo podemos averiguar aquí.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help from the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body.
Eso, Vilgefortz se llamaba. Vilgefortz.
Codex, he had a choice.
El mago.
To leave me where I was, or to care for
que mató a este. Bueno, mató
remains.
entre comillas.
He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders it so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Podría probar la espada de Iris para que la veáis, pero es una mierda, a mí no me vale para mucho. Mirad cómo funciona la espada. 3 y le da una hostia, ¿vale? Pero solo derriba. O sea, no es que... La espada no es que quite una barbaridad, ¿eh? 3, das 3 golpes y se carga. Y entonces los enemigos se quedan derribados. El problema es que, si os dais cuenta, se me ha puesto la pantalla roja porque me va quitando un porcentaje de vida. 3 golpes y lo derriba. Si el enemigo tarda mucho en levantarse, le puedes clavar la espada. El problema es que no tiene más stats. Ah, por cierto, y si no tienes vida, no se carga la espada, ¿eh? Ahora mismo no tengo vida para eso y no se está cargando. ¿Veis? Ahora tengo vida y le puedo dar. ¿Pero veis? 2, 3, ¿veis? No se carga. Pero no me queda vida. A mí no me interesa. Si la queréis usar... Si la queréis usar... es un golpe potente, ¿eh? El golpe este que derriba es un golpe un poco más potente, pero no quita... Es que no renta. No renta. Y yo juraría que la han nerfeado, ¿eh? Yo juraría que el arma está nerfeada. A mí yo recuerdo que... puede ser que con talento a lo mejor merezca la pena. Pero no sé. Pero así, desde luego, no. Si derriba, si te da tiempo, lo puedes rematar en el suelo. Pero por lo demás... Si la queréis usar, yo le metería probablemente, pues como tiene 3 ranuras, pues o potencia de ataque directamente, o 3 de aturdir, o 3 de desequilibrio, porque otra cosa es una tontería meterle. Tío, pero ¿qué haces, coño? Es verdad que me sube la toxicidad. Se me había olvidado, es cierto. Los bichos estos me suben la toxicidad. estoy usando la toxicidad para nada. Como la mitad de la gente que juega de Witcher 3, que no usa la toxicidad para nada. No se usan las pociones. A ver, Reyes, ¿qué me cuentas? Bueno, de aquí me van a mandar a... Aquí me va a mandar algo, el monstruo de las cucharas, pero eso ya lo haremos en el siguiente.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little.
No, la historia de Blood and Wine es súper corta, si vas a saco. Mira, es la primera vez que le vemos la cara a Geralt con lo de las venas, porque como las Kikimoras me han subido la toxicidad a base de golpes, pues la única vez que vamos a poder ver a Geralt así con las venas marcadas por la toxicidad. Porque como no estoy usando pociones en toda la partida. Mira.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both higher vampires. There's got to be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never.
Sí, hostia, para hacer el final malo aquí también tienes que... Joder.
Last resort.
Porque te lo advierte Regis no una ni dos, sino 50 veces. Te dice, oye, escúchame, por aquí no, que esto es el final malo,
But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you.
Bueno, final malo, me parece que si le invocas a Dettlaff con el anciano, luego también puedes hablar con el crío e ir a hablar con Siana antes. Creo que así también salta el final bueno donde viven las dos.
There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Covenarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Covenarius gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one.
Tenemos que ir a lo de las cucharas, a la criatura de las cucharas para el ingrediente, para que Geralt vea la visión esa. Después vamos a ir con el limpiabotas. Del limpiabotas vamos a la caseta de juguetes de donde está Dettlaff, donde estaba. Y ahí descubrimos lo de Rena, entre comillas. Y de ahí le contamos, creo, a Henrietta todo el rollo.
Made of no metal I've ever seen, and the ornamentation.
It comes from our home.
Vamos a los intercambios de vino. Son muchas conversaciones, pero no es mucho gameplay.
You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Pues vale. Se mueve la mano. Que a la criatura moteada tampoco le vamos a pegar porque la vamos a liberar. Para así tener comida en Corvo Bianco. Cuando liberas a la criatura moteada, la liberas de la maldición. Liberas a una vieja y la vieja se queda en tu casa. Y cada vez que pasas, no sé si es una vez al día, tienes la cocina de Corvo Bianco, la tiene llena de comida para farmear.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Mira, puedo pasar, pero hay una frase que sí quiero ver.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is
Puedo echarse una siesta, es verdad. Se tira echando en el speedrun, me echo la siesta, es verdad. Pero quiero ver una frase.
Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
La nada.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Sí, en Dragon Ball es muy diferente. Muere y te vas a otro mundo, a otro plano de existencia y ya está.
The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
Se pone a resumir los 3 Witcher ahora.
But Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
Creo que si le dice esto es una respuesta muy ambigua. Dice, no lo sé, tal, no sé qué. Pero la buena respuesta es esta.
Sí, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
¿Y esta? El cuervo te dice dónde está la criatura moteada, que es la maldición esta de la vieja. Que se la tira a Gaunterodin. Luego ahora descubre, investigando, que se la tira a Gaunterodin la maldición. Bueno, no se menciona a Gaunterodin, se menciona que le maldice un mercader de espejos.
Are you absolutely
Lo ponen en
certain
una
we're going to
nota.
administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived, entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
El mismo modelado
This might not be a spotted white after all.
de la bruja del agua.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly
Y
did
de
they
los otros
observe?
nombres.
The area around the estate.
Tiene muchos, o sea, The Witcher 3 tiene muchos enemigos, pero muchos usan la misma skin
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news.
una y otra vez.
Or perhaps this
Aunque The Witcher 3 lo hace bien porque algunas de las skins tienen habilidades especiales.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome.
Hostia, es verdad,
Thus, I hope to
es
identify
verdad lo de la
something
sangre de este también.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Es que tampoco sé cuánto va a durar Blood and Wine, pero este es el episodio número 22, creo. Yo sigo pensando que va a durar 24, 25, 26, por ahí va a rondar más o menos. Así que espero que estén quedando bien los vídeos, bien editados con bastantes cortes, para que se haga más o menos la historia muy fácil de seguir, sea todo seguido y no tengáis que verlo a lo típico que ves un vídeo de YouTube a salto. Así que espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos en el próximo episodio de The Witcher 3.